101, 7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, Pop Culture Report brought to you by Jammin.
It is amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice. Juice World.
Yeah.
In the studio, y'all. What's happening then?
What's happening?
I got a question for y'all.
Oh, snap. You gonna flip it on us?
No, I just got a question.
Okay.
Let's say you got a person that you helped.
Okay, bet.
You helped them out.
All right.
You did something for them, and you made them some money. You worked with them, but then you look up and see them with somebody that don't like you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you feel some type of way about it?
I helped them out. I helped them out, and they're in a better situation?
Yeah, they're in a better situation.
Look, and the person that they with, they don't like
the person that they went and hung out with. Not only don't like you, y'all. It's known that y'all got beef,
and that person know that.
Yeah, they know it.
I wouldn't feel no type of way. I personally wouldn't.
How close am I with the person I helped?
The person that you helped, you probably admire them and say, "Hey, look, I can help you out." Mm-hmm. But then that person turns around and goes and hangs out with the person you got beef with,
and they know you got beef.
And they know it.
You hold grudges, Juice. Be honest.
I hold grudges, but that's why I asked how close am I with the person that I helped. Because if I just helped you just out of the goodness
you went
of my
hard.
Heart,
you went hard. You went in business with them.
Oh, you went in business with them? Oh, well then yes, I'm 100% feeling some type of way.
You made money.
You already know how I'm feeling about this person, and you gonna go behind my back and be cool with them and kick it with them and all this extra stuff.
I mean, maybe if there was like a sworn enemy of mine, so like if there was a sworn enemy, I would definitely look at you different.
Well, let me tell you what happened.
You said I hold grudges.
50 Cent and Big Meech is going at it right now.
I've been seeing that
because
why though?
Big Meech is working with Rick Ross, and he's throwing a concert February 13th, and Rick Ross made that song. I think I'm Big Meech, and 50 Cent also took Big Meech's son, made him a superstar. BMF series and made the family millions of dollars.
Big backstabby,
So Big Meech and Southwest
real
T
big backstabby
from BMF just got released from jail. They just got released from jail, but now they working with one of 50 Cent's biggest ops.
Right.
I'm just
interested.
And 50 Cent is posting rap pictures. And he posted a something on Instagram and said the biggest mistake Meech ever made was not sustaining a relationship with Tammy Cohen. Her tell-all docu-series reveals the truth that he a snitch. So the lady that helped him make the BMF television series on the behalf of Big Meech, her and Big Meech worked together, and people are saying that she set up somebody for Big Meech to go to jail. So, and he's actually a snitch.
You know what? I'm going to see how all this plays out because 50 Cent is one of my favorite people who plays the art of war. He plays the 48 Laws of Power. And ultimately, this is actually attacking Big Meech at the jugular. Right? Because with the mentality, I'm pretty certain Big Meech still carries with him to this day. That means a lot. It may not mean a lot for a person like Gunna. It may not mean a lot for a person
like Tekashi
69. But for an OG of the game, to come out and actually be set free. We ain't seen Hoover set free. We ain't seen nobody from the community like that set free. So for Big Meech to come out and 50 Cent to be, he has a larger bullhorn than a Big Meech does. I'm pretty certain this does attack his psyche just a little bit. It has to, especially after 50 Cent also took your son and put him in a good predicament. It's one of these things like, who do you
put him in acting classes?
Acting classes, like made certain that your son lived a good life and is still living a good life and developed a career for him. You would think that Big Meech would actually have some loyalty to 50 Cent, but ultimately Big Meech is still after getting everything he believes that he's owed.
Is that why 50 Cent said that this might be the last season of BMF?
Yeah, matter of fact, he said that
he in the last season of BMF.
Right. He said that even if they continue BMF, if they want to change the narrative, he don't care. Like I said, but that's a lot of 50 Cent did a lot for that family.
50 Cent has a lot of power in this situation, if you ask me.
So do you allow for this person that's hanging out with your ops? I mean, and 50 Cent is a cancer too, so
he's emotional,
right?
Y'all emotional.
No, when we feel disloyal, oh yeah, of course, I'm gonna hand it to you on a platter if I have to. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
I don't like that.
Yeah, so I know what I said before. But
now you know the context.
Yeah, now I know the context of the situation.
Well, I'm saying I helped you, and this is what you do. If 50 Cent doesn't have a conversation with Meech to be like, "Hey, what is this? Why did you do this?" I think it could be resolved by a simple conversation potentially. But that picture I saw Rick Ross in with Meech, they seem like they both smiling from ear to ear.
Right.
So
and he had his shirt on that said Rick Ross across the top.
Yeah.
Promoting his car show.
And Meech know everything that.
And Rick Ross know what he doing too.
Oh, Rose knows exactly what
Rose inserted himself, or he's involved, and he knows the reaction that he may get from 50 Cent. And you can't tell me that they all don't know.
Right.
And
these are people that are supposed to be able to creatively think in a certain space, and they know what their actions are going to create. So I think they already knew that taking this picture that 50 Cent would respond a certain way.
I don't think Meech necessarily understood the gravity of the situation, and I'm only saying that because
Southwest T got the smoke, his brother, when he took a picture with Supreme's son. Supreme is one of those
Supreme from New York
gangster ideas that was in New York that 50 had to go up against. Many say that was he was connected to shooting 50 Cent.
Right.
So his son, Southwest T, took a picture with Supreme's son, and he felt that was disrespect.
Yeah. Again, that's. I would believe that, even Southwest T and, Big Meech aren't necessarily in the positions to get the types of royalties or the types of monies they believe that they should have right now at this point in their life. So now they are leaning on the hip-hop game to hold them up. The only problem with that is it's also like you got to watch out who you're getting the help from, because they may be using you as a pawn.
Right.
And I'm saying this.
I think Rick Ross is using him as a pawn.
There we go. There we go. That's what Rose really on, because Rose has been in this game. He knows exactly what it's about. He knows who his enemies is, and he knows
how to get under his skin. He's a petty person.
And I think 50
Cent.
They
all are, honestly.
I think 50 Cent damn near the same person.
Hold on. Are petty.
I think 50 Cent operated out of love. Because
for sure.
he didn't have to take his son and knew he wasn't prepared for that role, but he put him in acting class. Made sure made him a superstar.
Right, a superstar.
Yeah. Made him a superstar. Yeah. He's dating one of those. Who he's dating? Summer?
He was.
Summer Walker.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is he put him in a position where he got.
She has a boyfriend now.
Fame, where he got in a space where the world knows who he is, and he put him straight.
Right.
And then this is the reaction you get. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna feel a certain type of way. Yeah.
But honestly, now I want to see how 50 Cent plays this out, because we all know that 50 Cent is one of the most pettiest people alive. And I want to see how he plays this position. Like, I think that 50 Cent would only go as far to try to learn Big Meech a lesson, try to teach him a lesson. That's what I think that 50 Cent would try to do. I don't think he'd ever try to wipe Big Meech off the map. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he call him a rat.
Well, he could call him a rat, and then he could also
That's the worst thing you could call somebody.
He could call him a rat, but even worse than that, 50 Cent has power in the position to shape the narrative around BMF at this point, right? So if he wants to do another season, and the next season is how Big Meech was a rat the whole damn time, he could go about that and defame the name that Big Meech has created for himself. Therefore, Big Meech wouldn't even have the power that he would think that we have out in these streets still to this day.
A lot of people say the streets is dead.
I would say the streets is definitely dead. Yeah,
all that street stuff is dead.
It ain't no code or nothing no more.
I was listening to 10 Crack Commandments today.
Oh, wow.
This is 10 Crack Commandments today. And from Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G. And it's one of these rhymes that I personally love to listen to, because it definitely gives you a rule book, a manual, as Notorious B.I.G. had put in there. And a lot of those things don't even apply today. Because, people ain't out here selling crack like that no more, Biggie. It's a whole nother game today. It's 2025.
Are you mad at him, bro?
Nah, it's just one of these things like how y'all just said. Like the streets is dead. Those old rules don't apply to today. You know, like for instance, there's a lot of people who in Milwaukee and Racine, I would just go to say bang a particular gang, right? I'm gonna say they bang folks, right? They bang GD, right? Laws actually used to matter. Laws don't matter no more. You know, there were things that GDs weren't supposed to, fight one another and kill one another, but that happens.
Yeah, women and children are supposed to be, safe and protected, and that's out the window. That
was just supposed to be morale based off of you just being a man. Now, people be killing women and children, which is so sad to see.
And their mamas and their grandmas.
And it's so sad to see, but those street rules from back then don't apply today, except for an exception that somebody was in prison for a very long time and still has that same mindset. So again, for 50 Cent to throw the rat jacket on Big Meech, I'm certain that perturbs him. Okay, the man been locked down for almost 30 years. All right, living as Big Meech, being who he is, living off his ego and all these other things, living off his namesake and everything that he done gave to the game. Now he gets out here outside and one of the biggest rappers of all time is calling him a rat. How do y'all think that's gonna fare for Big Meech?
Honestly, I don't think it might. I don't think it might matter that much because people know that 50 Cent is a troller. So it could just be another thing like, oh, 50 Cent's doing what he do again, like just trolling people. Well, I don't think they will take it that serious.
I'll say this. I think you don't want to be on 50 Cent bad side. Nah, because everybody, 50 don't stop.
Yeah, he'll just be annoying, but I don't know if people take it seriously.
Well, Rick Ross was probably the only rapper to be able to survive
the 50 Cent's wave, that wrath.
And other than that, it's a lot of people that fell off to the side after he came at him a certain way.
For sure.
And I think that right now when we talk about rap, the culture, I think everybody's moving into film and everybody's moving into something else because the money in hip hop,
the money in music,
it seems like it's drying up. Yeah, it's not the same. So I think that right now everybody's trying to find their next
big investment,
venture, right? So I think that with Big Meech coming out, he's trying to, when he went in, he was trying to get in the music game.
Right.
He was trying to get into the music game.
Some people would say with Jeezy.
Yeah, but now he's out. So he's throwing this big thing on February 13th in Detroit. That's like this welcome home event. He didn't even invite 50 Cent or Jeezy to those events.
Right.
So Rick Ross being on that card, meaning, and him promoting Rick Ross.
But how do we know that 50 Cent and Meech don't got like no little, they could have had a little tit for tat while he was away, or anything could have went down on the set with his son that we don't know about that could have rubbed him wrong.
50 Cent is aiming at somebody's pride, so that means he was affected. His pride was affected. So he's aiming at the core of his ideal of being this huge gangster that never told. So he's saying he's about to produce a documentary on that.
Oh.
So he's going as far as to say he got the evidence.
He always want to do a documentary on somebody.
Hey, he put out a book about Rick Ross and it didn't work.
Right. Well, like Biggie said in 10 Crack Commandments, rule number 3, never trust nobody. Your moms will set that ass up, properly gassed up, hoodied and masked up. For that fast buck, she be laying in the bushes to light that ass up. So we'll see what 50 Cent does.
To end this conversation,
you looked that up, bro?
Just so I can read it verbatim.
Would you feel some type of way if you helped somebody out and then you looked up and you seen them with somebody
100%.
Okay. Being Jammin, what's the...
and we ain't cool no more.
Rule number 9.
Bro, what is your opinion?
Rule number 9 should have been number 1 to me. If you ain't getting back, stay away from police. If dudes think you snitching, they ain't trying to listen. They be sitting in your kitchen waiting to start hitting. All right?
Bro, what is your answer?
Hey, take it how you perceive it, Truth Nation. Biggie said it best.
All right, look.
10 Crack Commandments.
When we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.